so it'll be much easier on me. Thank you. Tonight we are here to take the initial steps needed to develop an organization that empowers our kids to have a healthy self-esteem. So thank you for coming tonight, and welcome to the Code Smile Kickoff. Tonight, I've asked each of you to come because, as you all know, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Aligning all of you here tonight because of a shared interest and passion to facilitate stronger self-esteem. Tonight we have dedicated teachers, principals, counselors from various school districts, respected business owners and executives. I've got my marketing and social gurus, my IT geniuses. You're all socially connected either through your business or your personal networks. And you are what Code Smile needs to make it happen. So tonight I'm going to talk about what is Code Smile, why we need Code Smile, and what we need to do to make it happen. So to clarify what Code Smile is, it has nothing to do with teeth, though I am an orthodontist. Code Smile is a nonprofit organization established to facilitate dialogue, character building skills, in young adults. The ultimate goal is to get impactful speakers in front of our kids to share their personal experiences in overcoming life's hurdles. Teachers and parents are very busy and can only give so much of an impact, have so much of an impact on our kids. They end up sounding a bit like broken records sometimes, and kids always think when parents go, "Oh, you're great, don't worry about that," that the parents have to say that, and part of that's kind of true. Our kids, as we all know, are not exposed to enough positive role models. We have the news and the media all filled with conflict and negative images. How are kids expected to be positive and see good things, even in themselves, when they are surrounded by such negativity? Code Smile wants to bring around the positive. To help understand the Code Smile initiative, I'd like to share the evolution from where it started to today. First, I need to share two stories. In 4th grade, believe it or not, I was tested by the special school district to see if I was mentally retarded. I don't know if that's socially acceptable to say that word like that, but luckily I wasn't. And I was diagnosed with ADD. Prior to those meds that were an appetite suppressant, I was a thick kid. I had such affectionate names as Miss Piggy and J.D. Hogg, as my name is Jackie Dumko. Late in grade school, bullying persisted. I couldn't wait to get to high school, which wasn't much better until the girls' class got out there. Had Facebook been around, truthfully, I may not be. My father intuitively shared stories of his childhood growing up, as well as other stories around him. Stories of people that faced much harder things in life than I was facing, and how they had overcome them and found the power to excel and turn things into a bigger picture, to gain perspective. The second story is in my professional career. I saw that no matter how perfect a smile I gave each of my patients, the best smiles were those that radiated from within. Those kids fueled my desire to give my patients more than just a beautiful smile. So I began to share my stories openly. I got a lot of positive feedback from them. I saw expressions on parents' faces that saw hope that their child would face what they were dealing with in the same manner. And I saw the look on the teenage faces that said, I'm not alone, there's somebody else that felt this way. And if she can, maybe I can. So the concept of Code Smile is to replicate the experience that I had growing up and that my father gave me the opportunity to have. to hear positive role models share their stories. So, began with an idea. The idea was to get a group of speakers together and invite patients in the community to come and hear them speak. As a bribe, we gave away, or had an essay contest for a young child to get braces treatment, orthodontic treatment, full orthodontic treatment. So again, it's not what you know, it's who you know. A good friend of mine, Sharice Pintella, who runs Sharice Inc., knows people and knows PR. We began brainstorming and came up, and this idea turned into an event. Sharice and I decided that Code Smile best encompassed my desire for helping kids find their inner smile, so that's how the name came about. Because I like pretty things and I like pretty packages, I asked the best graphic designer and patient that I could bribe to trade with me to develop the logo and our graphic artwork. And this is what she came up with. Our logo was born. Thanks, Kate. Sharice, through her connections in business, was able to get McGraw-Millhaven, Heather Hawk, and David Vobora, who played for the Rams, I believe is with another team right now, to donate their time and come and speak to these children. We were also able to get Invisalign to pitch in some money to pay for some food, and Philip Ferrato to work with our budget, and Amini's was gracious enough in the Valley to offer us a space and gave wonderful door prizes to the kids so that they got to do a raffle for and got to play with all their games there. As this all came together, my PR wizard got the news fired up about what we were doing, and I was on 4 news broadcasts. I was on Channel 5, 4, and 2, and Great Day St. Louis. Because of that effort, we had over 100 kids and parents attend the event. You can see they're all kind of spread out on the patio furniture. For those of you that don't know, McGraw is a stutterer. And apparently that's not something you're cured from. You just have to continually manage it. And McGraw, as we all know, is a wonderful radio personality. Heather Hawk had spinal bifida and is a nationally known speaker and advocate for fitness. David was actually probably the most exciting for the teenagers. As you can see, the Eureka football team came in uniform for their picture to meet him. His story was, he was Mr. Irrelevant. And for those of you who follow football, that's the last pick in the draft. Like, you barely made it. And since the 1970s, Mr. Irrelevant has never started the first game of the season, and he did in his year at the Rams, or year 2. This was our contest winner, and her essay is very touching. She's still in treatment, we're not done yet, but she's blossoming. So after the event, believe it or not, I had Bronx Diva contact me and ask if we would be willing to participate in an event to raise money for Code Smile. And I was like, well, it was kind of just a marketing thing, and yeah, I'd love more money, so maybe I can bring in more impactful speakers. So my brother, being an attorney, attorneys know everything, I contacted him, and he said that Armstrong Teasdale would be happy pro bono to set up our nonprofit status so that I could accept this money. So the support grew from you all here. There's many conversations that I've had with the people in this room that felt like the initiative was a great idea and something needed. And I decided that tonight needed to happen to see how much was cocktail talk and how much was real talk. So that's why you're all here. And therefore the kickoff Coach Smile kickoff to see what kind of commitment we can get. Tonight actually is happening because of our first official corporate participant, which is Dynaflux Laboratories, which is my favorite lab to work with. Not that that matters to non-orthodontists, but. So ultimately, Code Smile is a lofty goal. My ideal vision is to have one day, I'd love it to happen in 2013, but you gotta shoot for the stars first. Have a field trip of the most vulnerable age group, which I've got teachers here that are continually giving me feedback on what that age group is. My perception is that currently it's the 5th to 7th graders. To have them picked up at school after they're dropped off, bused to a facility like the Dome, dropped off back at school before the end of the day. And the objective is to hear 3 amazing speakers that are engaging to them, that they're excited about to go and hear, and that will grab their attention and share the stories like I've been talking about. So ultimately, the objective after the event is to facilitate conversations about what healthy self-esteem looks like, expose our youth to impactful, positive role models that exemplify handling adversity in a positive manner. And the result would be that we have better equipped youth to handle the stress in their daily lives, including peer pressure, bullying, or difficult home lives, to encourage dreams and personal visions, and to find fulfillment in being different or maybe standing out. So what are your dreams for the young in your life? This is my niece Ava. In this picture, she's 2 years old. She's being coached by my brother Joe and my sister-in-law Katie to face her fears and walk down that long, scary aisle at my sister's wedding towards a bunch of strangers. When we look at our children, do we want to see confidence in their choices, true happiness in their smiles, joy in their face, passion in their eyes, strength in their voice, knowledge that they own, and love in their heart? I think we do. So why do we need Code Smile? Because this happens at very young ages. Because projects like this exist. Because a lot of teens, a lot of teens feel sad and lost and alone. Many hesitate to speak up because they feel unsure. Many are confused about how to be themselves. I couldn't think of the word, but it's like Nemo or emo. Emotionally. Emo. What's it stand for? This just exemplified that to me. It's sort of like new agey, depressing kind of. I found a picture of Joe from high school and I wanted to supplement it in there, but you know, when kids are that awkward, goofy stage where they're just not fitting into their bodies and their faces, that's kind of when they're really looking for this. We need Code Smile because we want our little ladies to feel like this. So I'd like to introduce to you Dr. Erin Shannon, who is my shrink. And she's a clinical psychologist that practices energy medicine. She has a private practice in Clayton right now, and she's the president of the Megan Myers Foundation. Ask Dr. Mom on stlouistoday.com, and a mother of 6 children. The Megan Myers Foundation is an anti-bullying foundation, for those of you who aren't totally familiar with them. So Erin.